Hello everyone, and thank you for joining me. Well, today's been a bit of a manic day again. But this parcel arrived with the new bronzers and I got two shades you knew I would. These are the Beautiful Skin Sun-Kissed Glow Bronzers by Charlotte Tilbury, and I got shades 2 and 3 because I'm always between shades, and actually I'm actually tempted to get one, and I'm going to tell you about that in a minute. But I have to pick up my son very quickly, so I'm going to do a very quick first impression, and I'm also going to use this because I got another quick and easy makeup set, because although I wasn't enamored by it, I do love the concept of it all being in a case, and you get the case free when you buy it. When you buy the separate elements, you don't get the case free and you have to pay 15 quid for it. So I just thought I'm going to get another one of these, and I got 15% off by doing an online consultation with Lena on film. So anyway, let me show you these two bronzers. So they actually look paler than they do online, because when I looked at them online, I thought they all looked really dark. So but when I saw them, Lena held them up, she swatched them for me, I realized they don't look as dark as they do on the website. So this is shade 2 medium. Okay, as you can see, it's a virgin bronzer at the moment. I have not dipped my fingers in it. And then just to show you for comparison, this is shade 3. Let me try and cover up the mirror and show you both of those. Okay, zoom in there and show you. So shade 2 medium, shade 3 tan. Okay, so what I'm going to do, so that you can see both of them, I'm going to put shade 3 tan on my cheeks, and I'm going to put shade 2 sort of above my head and below my chin kind of thing. All right, so that you can see what both of them look like, and so I can see what both of them look like. And I'm also going to be using the other item, which I had a bit of a haul, which is this brush that goes with it. Now, I've already had some feedback from Emma. She said she thought this was a deluxe sample when hers arrived this morning. Hello, Sunshine. And I didn't get a shock because I'd seen Lena on my consultation using it. So I realised it's one of those small kabuki brushes. But nevertheless, it's quite thick and it's incredibly soft. And Lena was telling me that it's softer than the airbrush bronzing brush, which it is. The only thing that I wish she'd done is given us a little cap for it, like she did with the airbrush bronzer. Now, Lena says that the cream bronzer doesn't sort of come off in your makeup bag, which is all good. But I still would have liked this to have had a little cap, because you tend to take bronzers out and about with you. So, but otherwise, I love it. And it looks very, very pretty. And there's no mistaking what it's for. It says on the front, Beautiful Skin Bronzing Brush. So anyway, I'm going to put that on. And then we will finish off by opening my quick and easy, super chic looking 5. And it'll have to be because I'm going to pick Jack up. So let's get on with this, shall we? Now, Lena said to me she matched me to shade 2 medium. But she said she's got 1 and 3. And I did say to you, I'm going to get probably 1 soon. I'll tell you why. I won't forget to tell you why. But I'm going to try this 3. Now, it is very dark. It's coming up to summer for me, so I can probably get away with it. But I'm just going to swirl the brush. Bearing in mind, this is the first time I've used it. And I can't tap it off because it's a cream. And I'm going to dab it. Okay, it's quite dark. Dab it first and then blend. Oh, it's such a lovely... Charlotte's definitely got better with her brushes. I know some people don't like the fact that they're not the natural hair ones anymore, but they're so soft. So that's 3. So you can see it's not, that looks quite scary, but it's not as dark. It depends how liberally you apply it, of course. So again, I'm going to start by dabbing. And when you dab, you see it's looking quite dark, but then you blend it in and the brush blends it in beautifully. And I do love this brush. It's very soft. It's a kabuki brush, basically. So that is shade 3, Tan. Shall I build it up a bit more just so that you can see it? I know you can see it, but, you know, you want to get a really good idea. So I think the thing is with these bronzers is don't get too hung up on shades. Some people like to be a bit more bronzed. Some people like to just have something very subtle. It just all depends. And it's also about how much you apply. And this is actually very easy to not over apply. Just sort of swirl it round and then, but remember to dab first to get the cream onto the skin and then start blending. Lovely. I like that. Now I'm going to use shade 2, which is what I was matched to. And I'm going to put that, make sure that there's no shade 3 left on the brush. And I'm going to put shade 2 on my forehead so that you can see what that looks like on me. So again, I'm just going to swirl it round. And then tap it into my skin. Now, I can see that as summer progresses, that's not going to show up on me. At the moment, it looks rather nice. And it's not too orangey. But I can see that when we get to summertime, you're not going to see that on me. Okay? But what I am going to do is take this down here. Because as you can see, the skin down my neck and on my chest never, ever. Let me take my jacket off. I'll be right back. Never, ever matches my face. Okay, and I'll also let you know whether I end up with loads of bronzer on my collar later on. Because that's important, especially when you're using bronzer down here and it's a cream. These are things that we want to know. And if it did end up on my collar, was it easy to get out? Okay, I like that. Now I'll take a little dab on the brush. And actually you don't, it's really easy to not pick up too much. Put a little bit over my nose. Now don't forget, you can be really inventive with stuff like this. Let's just try it. And I'm going to take a little bit of this medium one on a smudge brush and you can put it in the socket of your eye. Because pigment is pigment. See? Actually, that looks rather nice. Although it's digging into the CT indent of my bronzer. Nice subtle definition there to my eyes. Right, so that's that. Now, I did say to you why I'm tempted to get shade 1. The reason I'm tempted to get shade 1, Lena held it up to me. So we've got, this is the medium one. And when I saw shade 1, what I liked about it is it actually was very cool toned. So there was a lot less kind of orangey tone in it. It was very cool toned. And I thought, do you know what? You could use that as a sculpting shade. So I couldn't get 3 this month. You know, I'd already gone mad. But I may be getting shade 1 just to use as a sculpting. I think it might be a little bit more of a cost-effective way than using the sculpting ones. And that's why I want to try it. So, you can play around with these shades, you know, don't be afraid. I know they're expensive, they're £42 each, but, you know, if you like the look of a certain shade, but they're saying to you, oh, but you're matched to a blah, blah, but you actually prefer to go a bit darker or a bit lighter, don't feel that you've got to stick to what you're matched to. If you like darker bronze or a lighter bronze, that's all I'm saying. And actually, I think if I'd just gone with medium on my cheeks, I would have been a bit disappointed, especially as summer's coming up, because I don't think that's going to show up once I'm really tanned. Now, Super Chic. The reason I decided I wanted to try another one, and particularly this one, is because with this Super Chic one, the eye pencil is actually a matte one, and I thought it would be very good for my hooded lids. So I'm going to do a quick look because I can't talk anymore. I've got to get this look done in 5, and you'll fast forward this and we'll see the end result. Just another factor I wanted to add. One of the reasons that I picked Super Chic is because it's got a different highlighter in it. There are only 2 highlighters in these sets. So I wanted to go for one of the sets that had the other highlighter because they double up. So you need to be aware of that. If you're buying 2, keep an eye out. One has got a more pinky tone, which is this one. And the other one is more of a neutral tone. So I wanted to get a set with the other highlighter in. So there you have it. Super Chic. Now, do you know what? These kits are all reminding me of certain looks that Charlotte has released before. My sister has got a couple of sets recently. She's caught the Charlotte Tilbury bug, and she got the Pretty Fresh one. And when I looked at it, I thought, this reminds me of the ingenue. The ingenue with Coachella Coral and the very light colour chameleon, that corally colour chameleon, sorry, corally lip and the very light colour chameleon, that kind of look. So Pretty Fresh reminds me of that. She also got the eye pencil and stick, I think, for date night, and that reminds me of Pillow Talk completely. Now this one, this set reminds me of her super nudes, all the kind of super nudes looks. And the other one that I got, the Sun Glow, reminds me a little bit of Golden Goddess. So I think it all evoke memories of looks past from Charlotte Tilbury. And I do think the idea is growing on me, and it's growing on me for another reason. Because although I said it was a bit of a gimmick, there's a couple of things that I like about this. All of us at the moment are going through a cost of living crisis, and we're all having to tighten our belts when it comes to things like purchasing makeup. What I like about this release and why it's growing on me is because it's, first of all, it's not a special edition buy it now. It's been released as her permanent line. I also like the fact that you can buy individual elements and you can buy the case on its own, which means that basically you can end up collecting all 5 sets if you want over a period of time, and just say, well, this month I'm going to get the eye pencil for, because I fancy trying whatever. I'm going to try Golden Glow next. But you don't have to keep buying the case. You don't have to keep buying the highlighter, which, as I said, there are only 2 highlighters across 5 looks. So if you buy all 5 cases, you're going to get highlighter repeats. I just like the fact that they've actually thought maybe a little bit about people that might not be able to just go and buy lots of makeup all at one go, but that can actually collect it over time. And that's what got me really excited about Charlotte Tilbury collecting. But anyway, so this is a bit of a mishmash about following up on my quick and easy look, but also talking about the bronzer. And I have to say, I'm liking the bronzer. I will give you some more feedback in a few days, because this is my very first impression, as you can see. And I'll let you know what I think about it as I settle down, because sometimes my opinions change. Sometimes I think, and then I think, oh, no, actually. And then sometimes I think, great. And then I think, no, I don't really reach for it. So I will update you all very soon about my thoughts. And I'm going to leave you now with some swatches of the 2 bronzers. And if you want some follow-up swatches of the 2 sets that I now have, do let me know in the comments and I'll put it in my community post. Take care. Love you all. Mwah.